In this video, we're going to be going over the autoresponders. To create an autoresponder, just go to the Campaigns tab, and then to New Campaign, and then to Autoresponder. Now, it is important to create the autoresponder before uploading leads. If you already uploaded the leads and you are now creating the autoresponder, don't worry, we can go over how to move them into the autoresponder. But it is much simpler if you create this first and then import your leads. Now, once you're at this screen for New Autoresponder, you will notice the From name. Now, as mentioned in the broadcast video, the From name is just what your recipients will see when they receive the email. For example, say I would have sent you an email. In the From name, it would say From Jeff Garris, and in the subject line, it would say something along the lines of your Mailblazer 2.0 is set up. So you can just put in here whatever you want for the From name, such as your name or your business name or anything creative that you want. In the reply address, you can just put in a valid email address, which a valid email address is required, so that way when someone receives the email and they want to reply to it and just get in touch with you with any questions, then you can receive the email from them. So you just put something in here for the email address, and then the subscription address, you will see an example, info or course at docile.info. You can put whatever you want in here. Don't use the ones in the example. I'll just put an example for right now. And so that way you will be able to differ any autoresponders you create, because you can create multiple autoresponders. In the description, this is just to help you organize your different autoresponders, because you might be promoting different business opportunities at once or anything. So you can put anything creative to help you organize. Publish description, what your subscribers will see. You don't really need to worry about this because within this system we're not sending out a subscription confirmation email, so it's not like anyone subscribing to your autoresponder, and we suggest that you would just use this autoresponder for sending out email, bulk email to leads to get traffic to your website. So you can just call it the same thing as your description. That'll be fine. And you can just keep it at active, initial status active. And of course include the unsubscribe link. And you can just leave all this default stuff checked. That's fine. Pretty much all this you can just leave it go. That's my recommendation. You don't need to worry about that. Now, with what happens on completion, flag as finished would just, after they receive the series of emails within the autoresponder, it will just stop until you reset it. But after it completes the whole message series, if you want it to go back to the beginning, you can just loop it back to message number 1 and just have it start all over. But I suggest you just leave it at flag as finished. And like I said, you can just keep everything default just to make this simple, and you can click on create. It might take a moment to load up, and now you will see, just going back to the campaigns and show, just be able to let you see. Once you are in campaigns and then show, you will see now the autoresponder that I have just created, and then right next to it, it says subs. That means how many subscribers are in the autoresponder, which now are 0, and you can import leads into the autoresponder. Doing this, you can when you go to import your leads, on step 4 of 5 of importing your leads, you will be able to select which autoresponder to import them into. If you already have your leads imported, I will show you how to move them into this autoresponder in just a moment. And under the subscriber split, it says active equals 0. Once you have autoresponders leads in here, you will see how many were active, and then once you send out your message, you will be able to see how many canceled, which is unsubscribed, how many were finished, and how many failed, which is just hard bounces. And now under the actions, you will be able to control the properties of your autoresponder at any time. Messages, you can create a whole series of emails, and then you can test your email. I wouldn't worry about form. You can delete this, copy it, filter it, see the charts. So now what you can do is click on messages. You will see that there's no messages yet created. You now go to the upper right hand corner of the screen, and you will be able to see add message. And so what you want to do is click that to add your message. Now, to have your first message go out immediately, just select immediately. The interval is just, say if you have another video created, another message created, sorry, and you want it to go out 3 days after the first email. You can just select use interval, and so this way the email will go out 1 day after the first message, or 2 days, or 3 days, whichever. And my recommendations would just be 2 to 3 days after the first message. And in the subject line, you can just be creative here. Just create a catchy subject line. You don't need to use this, so I would just be more creative than this. But for the video, just work at home, and you can create a tag here, which basically would personalize the email. So you can just click on the drop down menu and then click on first name. This way it can insert the first name tag. So just click on insert, and you will notice that it comes up here, and when the email